This is a story of Lee Fiora. She lives in South Bend, Indiana to a middle-class family. After visiting a wealthy neighborhood while on vacation, she desperately wants to become a part of that world. During her 8th grade year, she sends applications to a variety of boarding schools along the East Coast. She receives a Lane scholarship if she attends Alt. Because the scholarship covers so much money, she decides to go there. Upon arriving, however, the kids she saw in the pamphlet seem like aliens. They are the sons and daughters of the East Coast wealthy. They are confident, smart, and attractive. She fosters a crush for a boy named Cross Sugarman and begins to envy a girl who seems to have it all, Asbeth Montgomery. She feels very isolated her freshman year. She is friendly towards her roommates Dee Dee and Sinjin, but not really friends with them. She then meets Conchita, an extremely wealthy but weird girl. Conchita introduces Lee to Martha Porter, who becomes her roommate for the following year and lifelong friend. Sophomore year rotates around Lee's new English teacher, Miss Moray. Miss Moray is shunned by the alt students and called an LMC, lower middle class. Lee gives fellow students haircuts as a way of feeling close to them, when in reality they don't really care about her. Junior year, Lee's parents, Linda and Terry Fiora, come for visitation weekend. They irritate Lee in their simple ways. She becomes rude and disrespectful. Her father retaliates by slapping her across the face and calling her an ungrateful little bitch. All has changed Lee. She is now judgmental and altish. Lee begins hooking up with her longtime crush, Cross Sugarman. She thinks of Cross obsessively. However, after Cross breaks his leg in an accident, the hookups stop, and her heart is broken. She is accepted to the University of Michigan, but rejected from her dream school, Brown. As the year comes to an end, Lee is interviewed by a New York Times reporter doing a piece on American boarding schools. The reporter manipulates what Lee says in the interview and makes it sound as though she is bad-mouthing Alt. The article comes out days before graduation and everybody at the school hates her. When she graduates, she reminisces of how things could have or should have gone. Hello? Yeah, we have 3 leads for questioning. Martha Porter, which was her best friend, Asbeth Montgomery, her classmate, and Cross Sugarman, a possible lover.
Blue jeans, white shirt, walked in.
And didn't Cross look so hot last night? I was dying. Ugh, hold on, I'm gonna have to call you back.
Asbeth Montgomery?
Yeah?
My name is Officer Christian from the FBI. Do you know about Lee Fiora?
Yeah, why?
I'm gonna have to take you in for questioning.
So when I go back to my place,
Sure.
Cross
what's
Sugarman?
up? Yeah,
Please
that's
get out
me.
of your vehicle.
Wait, where are you going?
My name is Officer Christian. I'm investigating the disappearance of Lee Fiora. I need to take you in for questioning.
What? I didn't do
It's
anything.
okay. I know you didn't do anything.
Wait, how am I getting home?
So what do you think the answer is for this one? Is your mom here early today?
I don't think
Okay, finish this problem. I'll be right back.
Martha Porter?
Yeah.
I'm Officer Christian. I'm investigating the disappearance of Lee Fiora.
Oh my goodness, is she okay?
I don't think so, but I need to take you in for questioning.
Okay, whatever you need. I'll be right back.
Go.
I'll let you know as soon as I know anything, Mrs. Yu.
Yeah, 2 days.
Thank
ago.
you.
Oh, I can tell.
Guys? What?
What's up?
Cross, are you still with Lee?
No, she was so 2 weeks ago.
Ew, you were with her? I didn't even like her. Oh my gosh.
I thought everyone knew.
Oh, here he is.
What's his problem?
Martha Porter?
Yeah.
Can you come with me, please?
Yeah.
What was your relationship with Lee Fiora?
I was her best friend. Actually, I was one of her only friends. We got really close when we were upperclassmen. I love her to death. 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 But maybe she's not even missing. Like, what if she doesn't want to be found?
I just hang out with her just so that we can hook up. So, I haven't seen her since graduation, so I guess we're kind of friends.
I don't even know I am being interviewed. I had classes with Lee, but that was it. She didn't hang out with my group of people. She didn't really hang out with anybody. I guess she was friends with Martha, and I only talked to her if I started the conversation first. I'm not a suspect, am I?
Explain Lee's life at Alt the last 4 years.
Lee never had much confidence. She seemed to think a lot. She was very quiet, but that's why I liked her, We were roommates sophomore through senior year, and I know she had so much potential, but she always held herself back.
In the New York Times article, Lee seemed very awkward about money. Can you tell me about that?
Lee hated talking about money, even with me. I know her parents didn't have a lot, but I'm not one to judge. She seemed almost envious of people with money, like she hated certain people for no reason.
And I heard she was on a scholarship too. She was always weird about money.
Lee didn't seem like the very typical alt girl. Can you tell me that affected her?
It seemed like Lee only liked Cross Sugarman because he was that guy.
Freshman year, she used to always stare at me.
He had sports, friends, and popularity. It was almost like she was obligated to like him. She didn't like most of the girls at Alt either. She didn't have very many friends here.
She didn't like a lot of girls at all, but in my eyes, she's like every other girl. She's not much different from anyone else, really.
They were all typical Alt girls. And maybe that's why we clicked, because I'm not a typical Alt girl.
Lee wasn't very popular. She might seem sweet and innocent, but I would try to talk to her and she'd just mumble and walk away. And going after a guy like him with lack of self-confidence is not a good idea. I thought she was different from us, but sometimes it seemed like she hated us for our differences. But why did she come to Alt then? I'm not trying to be rude, but she just didn't fit in.
What do your experiences at Alt indicate about Lee?
Obviously, dude, Lee always wanted to be something she's not. She always wanted to be the popular girl, the girl that has friends, the girl that she basically is not. Like, during her sophomore year, she decided to cut people's hair as a way to make friends. She thought through cutting hair, she would be able to be closer to guys, get more friends, and
Lee started giving haircuts to people. She would go to their dorm rooms and stay there for hours. She would tell me how she got to touch guys and she never could before. But yeah, she wanted to be something she wasn't. I'm not saying she wasn't popular, but she didn't have many friends, but she would do things that weren't not right, but she would do things to try to gain attention from people, no matter what it was.
How are your 4 years at Alt?
Over the 4 years, there were a lot of ups and a lot of downs. Definitely one of the ups was the day I got prefect. I did not expect that at all. That was also one of the day I had one of my downs. Lee was about to be spring cleaned, which is when means you're about to get kicked out of Alt. And it was because she wasn't doing so hot in pre-cal, but she had one test that would make or break her. And I helped her cheat. I gave her all the answers. So, Alt was good and Alt was bad.
Lee, for me, is like my toy. Senior year is my last year. I want to end it with a blast. Lee was available and I knew since freshman year that she wanted me. I started sneaking into her room at Lee, I don't want to say I took advantage of her, but like we did stuff that shouldn't be, that isn't appropriate, and yeah.
Can you describe Cross Sugarman to me?
Cross Sugarman. Total jerk. Before men were thought of as gentlemen, people like Cross Sugarman ruined that image. He totally took advantage of Lee. He took advantage of all the girls he was with. Who knows how many girls he was with.
How did Lee change throughout the years at Alt?
Freshman year, Lee was such a quiet girl. I didn't even know who she was. We were actually introduced at the end of our freshman year through a close friend of ours, Conchita. Lee definitely changed. She was very close with Conchita, but pushed her away because Conchita dressed funny and she wouldn't room with her.
So tell me more about yourself. It's a letter from Lee.
What?
To the Boston Police Station. I understand that I've been classified as missing in your department, but I would like to reassure you that I am fine. After graduation, I realized that my life, especially at Alt, has been nothing but me attempting to be unnoticed. I always thought about how my actions would affect everyone else, and stopped thinking about what's right for me. By not trying to be anybody special, I ruined my reputation completely. Tell Martha that I sincerely appreciate her and will always cherish our friendship, even if it doesn't seem like it now. To Cross, I want to thank him for forcing me to realize that I was living my life the opposite way that I perceived I was. To Asbeth, I know we didn't have a really good friendship, but I hope that you can see my mistakes as a learning experience. To my parents, I want you to know that I'm doing okay. I will talk to you once I get my life together, and who knows how long that will be. I want to sincerely apologize for causing everybody so much distress, but I need to get out of Boston and regroup myself before coming back into contact with you all. I think through my time at Alt, I learned a very important idea. We are all selfish human beings. The greediest tyrant as well as the kindest saint are by nature selfish. There is nothing we can do about that. What defines us is what we are greedy for. Alt taught me that I am selfish, and we gain happiness by being selfless. Look at my beautiful friend Martha. She sacrifices for others. She sacrificed her morals for me. I need to try to be like her and realize that no amount of wealth will ever make me happy. Until then, best of wishes, Lee Fiora.
Alabama, Arkansas, I do love my mom and pa, not the way that I do love
If I was getting some,
No.
I'm gonna.
Getting some and not gonna lie to the cops.
If you're asking if I was getting some,
Interviewed. Shoot.
to be honest,
Do it.
No, okay. She would have been like,
The real margarita. I thought it was
Video.
Oh, a video? Hi, Miss Cobain. And everybody.